Swimming to save lives. One man's mission and why he's swimming across 9 of the Finger Lakes. As home foreclosures have increased in the Bay Area, so has the cost to rent. You may find fewer loops in your Fruit Loops. Kellogg's just announced they're cutting 2 ounces from several cereal boxes. Burma activists say they'll be here April 9th as the Olympic torch makes its only North American stop in San Francisco. Bears have been sighted here in Canandaigua. The hunter we talked to said one was killed on his property just recently. After 2 months of severe job losses, analysts will be looking to March for some better news. I know that I can make it. It's the final day of preparation for the opening of Rochester's first Freedom School on North Goodman Street. Their motto is simple. Something inside so strong, so strong. Words they will share with students.
The school is a literacy program for at-risk youth. It's designed to teach the children the love of reading so that they get excited about reading, they get excited about books, and they want to explore the books, and they want to be able to speak more and express themselves to others.
George Moses is the project director of Northeast Area Development's Children's Defense Fund Freedom School. His vision for this school became a reality when crews began renovating the building 2 years ago.
You set up a fort in areas that are challenged, and that's where you put your work in at.
Freedom schools originated nationwide in the 60s as a means of social, political, and economic equality for African Americans. This Freedom School is the one and only in upstate New York, bringing hope to a sometimes struggling community.
I don't know how it is on other parts of the city, but I know here we need it bad because you see some of these kids out in the street, even the young ones, you know, out from dawn till dusk.
Julian Miles Foster, a freshman at MCC, grew up in this neighborhood and is volunteering his time at the school.
I'm a servant leader, I'm a college intern, and what I do, I work with level 2 boys, that's grades 3rd through 5th grade, and we go about a literacy program throughout the day, and we deliver our curriculum with a whole lot of energy to get these kids excited about learning and the love of reading.
This summer, 150 students will take part in the programs.
I'm hoping to see a change in themselves, in their community, in their country, and in their world. Like, we want to catch these kids while they're young.
This Freedom School is part of an even larger project to revamp the Beechwood community, a community ridden by crime and drugs.
It's sort of a progression. If you look back at this neighborhood 10 years ago, it was an absolute mess. It had a lot of vacant and boarded houses. Little by little, we took over those houses, the commercial buildings, tore down a lot of them, renovated a lot of them, and got the daycare center up and running.
John Page, the NEED director of construction, headed the other renovation projects as well. He has been an agent of change in this business for 20 years. Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet has been ringing on the steps of San Francisco City Hall for weeks in opposition to the arrival of this year's controversial Olympic torch. We want justice! But today's demonstrators are joined by another group, Burma activists. They came with a petition of 300 signatures and a hope to remind San Francisco's mayor of a resolution he signed last October, favoring democracy for Burma, now known as Myanmar. China, host of the upcoming 2008 Olympics, is one of Burma's largest arms trading partners, empowering its military regime.
The dictatorship is surviving, it is prolonging because of China's great support providing to this military regime. China supports the regime militarily, diplomatically, and economically.
Nayut Tan, an East Bay software consultant, fled Burma 15 years ago and is presenting this position today. He and his fellow activists are planning ahead should the mayor reject the proposal.
We will keep pressing the mayor, but mayor has given in some ways because previously he said we will not be allowed to touch on the side of the torch relay route. Now he said we are okay.
Demonstrators are asking Mayor Newsom to unwelcome the torch in San Francisco and support their struggles for autonomy.
This city, we believe it will be a shame to this city.
Burma activists say they'll be here April 9th as the Olympic torch makes its only North American stop in San Francisco. At San Francisco City Hall, Kristen Schaertel, KTVU Channel 2 News. Bear hunting in Monroe County? The concept may seem foreign, but the reality is not too far away.
I know they're here. I don't know how many, that's the question.
But according to the Department of Environmental Conservation, the numbers are there. 2 of the 3 bear hunting regions in New York have seen a considerable increase in bears.
We're not going to be overrun with bears in the short term, but there's a possibility there because of the increase in numbers of bears and the increase in human use that there could be some problem.
In fact, the Allegheny region, the hunting area closest to Monroe County, has seen 10 times more bears than in the 70s. The DEC says the climate here and throughout the Northeast provides a good black bear habitat. Bears have been sighted here in Canandaigua. The hunter we talked to said one was killed on his property just recently, possibly the first in the county. He thinks bears will harm crops more than anything else.
If I found a farmer in the area that was having damage, I might go hunt his property to see if I could help him out. I think that would be the big thing right there.
To combat any problems, the DEC has proposed extending the range for hunting bears. The new borders would reach as far as the southern part of Monroe County, almost doubling the existing range in western and central New York.
We're not looking to decimate all the bears. We're not looking to reduce to a level where you'd never see a bear, but we're looking to be proactive and to stop this rapid expansion from occurring.
The DEC says the most important thing to remember is you can avoid contact with a bear.
You have to keep your garbage cleaned up. You have to not feed your pets outside. You have to keep your barbecue grill cleaned up, and more than anything else, bears love birdseed. And that's one of the things we'd really like to get across, is that please don't feed birds during the spring and summer, because a bird feeder turns into a bear feeder at that time.
She's been all over the world, but today Lori Kroll is back in Wenham, Massachusetts for Gordon College's homecoming weekend. After 25 years of a life unexpected, she comes with advice.
Take a step.
Kroll is being honored today with the Jack Good Community Service Award for her global action. This mother of 5 started work doing what she says was right in front of her. In her home state of Vermont, Kroll worked with Christian foster care agencies, adoption services, mental health programs, and exchange students.
There's the passion to want to do something for God, and I said I'd say that's one passion. There's the passion for children in vulnerable situations, and that's been present in my life for a long, long time.
With the help of James, her adopted 28-year-old son from Uganda, Kroll founded Village to Village. The organization operates in northeastern Uganda, serving orphans in their natural environments. The program began with just 9 orphans. Today, there are 63 children going to school, eating, and receiving the support of guardians from all over the world. Kroll says she's only able to run this organization with the help of her many Gordon connections. This is where Nikki Klink comes in. Klink, a 2007 Gordon graduate, is now the youngest member on the Village to Village board.
I love Lori. She's fabulous. She's a role model to me.
Klink is in charge of creative fundraising, sponsorship contacts, and the Village to Village Facebook group, among other things. Eventually, she would like to start leading trips to Uganda, taking some of the weight off Kroll's shoulders. Both Gordon alums urge students to take advantage of their resources at Gordon. And with that kind of advice, maybe Klink will be receiving the award at homecoming 25 years from now.